Hi everybody, this is a commentary for my first season of Darren's Game Reviews that I do on my own personal solo YouTube channel. I decided to have it upload on the Faded channel because, quite frankly, we need more content on here to keep the channel active while Oscar and I wait to find time to do another podcast episode whenever that is. Anyways, so the idea for doing my own video game review show is definitely something that I had always wanted to do. I have been a huge fan of various video game reviewers throughout the years, and seeing people talk about their thoughts on YouTube definitely intrigued me, and I saw a good jumping on point when I came across a physical copy of the Nintendo Switch release of Pikmin 1 and 2, and I was heavily playing Pikmin 4 around that time because that was the newest Pikmin game, and I was thinking, hey, I've been playing a lot of Pikmin, and the first two games got their physical release on Switch. I think I want to make a video about it. And history was made. I kept making reviews after that, and they definitely helped me keep making videos on my own personal channel for as long as I have. Alright, it looks like we're getting to the end of the first video. I definitely think this was a pretty solid first video game review that helped make my channel what it was. And this is definitely a pretty interesting review with Star Fox 64. I actually record the footage for this one in mind with maybe having it be one of those Fade Gaming commentary videos that Oscar and I have done. However, we were taking pretty long with the WarioWare commentary, and I was desperately searching for what I could do for the second episode of my game reviews, and I ended up being like, you know what, I'll just do this because I love Star Fox 64 and I want to talk about it. It's definitely my favorite N64 game, and this is this the end of the video? Yeah, this is me talking about Star Fox 64 3D. Great remake, by the way.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
And you can easily tell that I was still heavily playing some Pikmin around that time, because if you see on the top left corner, my Nintendo Switch Online profile picture was a Pikmin one.
Before I start this review, I should let you guys know.
Alright, here we go. This is when I had some more ideas for doing some video game reviews on which ones I wanted to talk about, because with this one I was originally intending to talk about Lego Star Wars, the original Lego Star Wars, as part of Season 1, but the footage didn't exactly turn out right, so I decided in the end to just do Star Wars The Force Unleashed and push Lego Star Wars to Season 2, because that would be when I would get my motivation back to actually do a review on Lego Star Wars. I remember playing this version of The Force Unleashed as a kid. This was definitely my most played Star Wars game outside of the Lego ones. I definitely was a Star Wars kid
I would recommend it to
when
every
I first watched the
especially if you're
movies back in 2007, back when there were only 6 of them.
also there is a dual mode, but I couldn't show it.
Oh, and this is when I talk about dual mode.
But you can try it for yourself.
I remember that somebody told me that I personally know that I sounded depressed when I said that I didn't have any friends to play with.
In recent months, I've been on a Lego game kick, so I decided
If I ever re-review The Force Unleashed, I'm definitely going to talk about the multiplayer, because I think I can review the game a lot better now. And with Lego Indiana Jones, which is playing right now,
this retelling is well done like the other
this is me also feeling bad that I
and the gameplay
didn't
is
talk about Lego Star Wars in Season 1, so I decided to talk about a Lego game.
The objective of each level is to play through the events
Now, this Lego game was definitely a great follow-up to Lego Star Wars,
chapter.
with Crystal Skull coming out the same year,
They're very
and this game being a tie into Crystal Skull, and not to mention that it was a pretty appropriate move to adapt another Lucasfilm's movie series into a Lego game, so it definitely all panned out in the end.
each level, such as coins to purchase locked features in the hub world,
And
treasure chests
you
to
definitely
unlock secret levels,
can't
them all.
adapt the Indiana Jones movies into Lego games
A great game
as successfully as this,
Lego games developed by
considering that
and you will
the
love
5th Indiana Jones movie flopped pretty badly and everyone
movies.
hated that. Yeah, the Lego games cannot pull a Skywalker saga with Indiana Jones.
Hi everybody. Since it's now the month of Christmas, I decided
Alright, here's the Polar Express. I did not expect my first Game Boy Advance review to be a Christmas review,
about a boy who takes a train
but I found this game for a cheap price at Game Over Video Games, and I was like, I think I want to do a Christmas review.
silver bells in a level to unlock the exit door.
And this is surprisingly pretty fun.
There are also candy canes to collect in each level, and you can collect all the candy canes.
Yeah, I definitely remember reading the book and watching the film when I was a kid.
Auto-scrolling levels, where the goal of those are just to simply collect candy canes and dodge obstacles.
I definitely could have gone more in depth
I find the Polar Express
with this game, but
I think you'll
I think I gave a decent amount of information.
or if you just want something Christmas related to play over the holidays. I got this game
I mean,
for
this game is definitely not one that I'd play every Christmas,
we're interested in picking it up too. Anyways, that's all for
but I think if I played this as a kid, I would have loved it and played it every Christmas as a kid. Looking back, I kind of wish that I'd played the whole game for that one.
review some more Lego games, and it's definitely good to
And we are back to Lego games.
people love watching the Harry Potter movies around the
This is definitely one I didn't expect to be my second Christmas review of the year,
told with no dialogue and some comedic moments thrown in.
but Harry Potter definitely
4,
has a Christmas feel with
7,
the parts in the movies
go through the events of the
that are on Christmas.
navigate through Hogwarts and learn new spells and abilities that will help you on your adventure. There are also secrets and collectibles to find throughout each
And
level,
this is technically my
and a good amount of
first
using gold
unofficial collaboration
characters
game
and
review,
extras
because I actually did have a second player and we definitely had fun recording the footage.
in the story mode. Now, playing the game itself
And
is always feel like controlling your character is
and yeah,
very
I definitely
spell is well implemented.
I definitely played the years 5 through 7 footage on my own.
The left and right bumpers on the controller. The multiplayer is also really well done. And what helps
It
is
definitely
that
these Lego games are definitely different from the ones that were made before they had the characters talking them, because years 5 through 7 was the
Overall,
last one where they
is a well-done
didn't
port
talk,
of
so
classic
it was definitely the end of an era.
What this proves is that these games still hold up to this day. It would be great if we could see more collections of classic
And
games,
around here,
such as
I
the Lego Indiana Jones
end up foreshadowing my next
I'm going to
review,
in
which
my next video.
is me doing Lego Indiana Jones 2. It's kind of weird that I did these Lego games out of order. If I had planned Season 1 more in advance, I probably would have talked about the Lego games in order, like what I did with the Star Wars ones in Season 2.
And I decided to end the year off by following up my review of Lego Indiana Jones by listening
So this is the season finale. I definitely made sure that my nostalgia for this game didn't get in the way, because this is a game I played a good amount of as a kid.
meaning that half of the game's story mode
But I can definitely admit that I prefer the first game,
humor is a bit more wacky this time around. I think
because if you
it
look
works to a degree in
back
Skull,
at how they did
it is pretty wacky.
the original trilogy in the second game, yeah, with the dancing,
Think of how these stories were retold way better in the first
yeah, this definitely feels like Crystal Skull levels of storytelling
game. The formula for these Lego games
right
has
there,
taken
you
up
know.
this one considerably. Instead of a single hub world, there are multiple hub worlds that each represent an episode of the game's story mode.
But that's what happens when you adapt
Purchase characters, vehicles,
all the original trilogy in the first game,
story,
and
go all around each hub world
and
with
you know, they
stories that lead you to
they
love
were definitely were not experienced with just having
older Lego games.
one Lego game be a single movie, so they
Levels and shelves,
had the second game be
the best of these types of
part sequel, part remake,
ones that required some actual platforming, as they're ones that got you to think, and were the most fun when I was recording the footage for this video.
which, now that I'm saying it out loud, makes me realize this is technically the first time Traveler's Tales ever remade one of their old Lego games.
ended up being my least favorite levels in the game. The enemy gauntlets are short levels that have you beat up a few waves of enemies.
And it makes you wonder
That's done.
why they didn't just adapt Crystal Skull for the first Lego game,
The vehicle chases have you chase and crash into various
because it's
large
not like
levels.
what they
These levels are also
did with Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga and just have it be an adaptation of all 9 main movies. Because I think if Lego Indiana Jones was made today, we'd probably see that.
They're all colossal monsters.
But they would include Dial of Destiny
Truly is.
as adapting it, so
Already said is a pretty wacky movie. I think
I guess we can be happy that the Indiana Jones games we get today are critically acclaimed ones like The Great Circle.
overall, Lego Indiana Jones 2
Huh, I unlocked an achievement in that footage.
it had some interesting ideas that later Lego games would execute a lot better in my opinion. And the fact that half of the game's story mode is a remake of the first game makes
And looking at this footage, it definitely reminds me of how weird this game is.
considering that it still has the same types of controls as other Lego games. So I guess
I'm really trying to think of things to say, but
for a cheap price.
you know, I'm already at the end of the video. I'm getting to the end of this video, and
where I play a Lego game that is genuinely
well, I guess I'm just glad I made it through this. But anyways, that is the end of this commentary. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.